Have you ever imagined something so clearly that it almost felt so real? Like a future version of you, confident, successful, financially free, living in your dream house, having the dream career, having the time for the hobbies, becoming the most powerful version of yourself. Now here's the question. What if it was just an imagine what if the imagination isn't fantasy? What if it's a creative force? What if your thoughts are really clearing, defining your reality every single day? So yeah, today we are gonna deep dive into creative visualization by Shakti Gavin. This book has influenced millions of people, entrepreneurs, artists, spiritual seekers, and even modern manifestation techniques we all see in today's time in YouTube and Instagram. Especially the Gen Z audience must be aware of it. So yeah, is it practical? Is it scientific? Is it just a wishful thinking? Or is there something powerful really hidden? Personally, I do believe in power of imagination because the thing I would say I'm a very bad visualizer because there are in past where when I wasn't aware of this power, I used to visualize some bad stuff happening in my life, and right now after many years when I visualize these stuffs are really happening, so I have really started visualizing good stuff again in my life. I hope in many years down the line it all comes true. But yeah, I am a prime example that yes, if you visualize bad about yourself, that reality is gonna come in your life. So yeah. Yeah, coming back to the book, creative visualization book was published in 1970s, long before law of attraction thing was a thing. This is book just a simple conversational, but it is simple quite, but at its core it takes your imagination is a tool for creating your life consciously or instead of unconsciously. The author Shakti Gavin, she explains our thoughts create images, images create emotions, emotions influence our actions, and action creates our result. So yeah, therefore visualization isn't about daydreaming, it's about deliberate mental creation. Shakti Gavin is a pioneer in the personal growth and the new age movement. In this book she has combined spirituality, philosophy, psychology, meditation practices, eastern thought, and western self development. So yeah, her work has entirely around manifestation industry that is followed. She believed that we are not victims of life, we are creative beings shaping our own experience. Her teachings are gentle, intuitive, and deeply self reflective for sure. It's not aggressively hustle creative energy. It's not a wake up at 5 a.m. and grind about. It's about understanding your inner world in which you are living. So, the core topics of this book are universe is the energy, everything is energy, like every single thing, like books around me and everything around you holds energy, including your thoughts, actions, things around you. Second core thought about this book is imagination is a creative tool. Obviously, creative visualization. You can clearly imagine something, you being aligning with it. Third of the core topic of this book is inner change creates outer reality. I personally do believe it. What happens inside your heart or self reflects outside the world. You must change internally before externally results appear. This book, the best thing about this book is it includes the visualization exercises, affirmation, meditation techniques, practical life examples. It's not a heavy theory. Personally, I don't like reading practical life examples like which happened, so I had to skip that part in this book. So yeah, so let's begin what the core this book is. So what is creative visualization? Shakti defines it as using your imagination to create a clear mental picture of something you want. or you desire. It's not about seeing, it's about feeling it, believing it, embodying it. For example, if you want success, don't just imagine money. Imagine the confidence, the decisions you make, the discipline you will show, the conversations you have. Visualization must include the identity. Like it's also about creating the identity around the things you want. It connects with deeply with modern psychology and identity based habit change. Hmm. Then power of the second part of this book, deep core, is power of relaxation. Visualization works best in the relaxed state. It means if you're in a hurry or something and you are visualizing a good outcome, fun, it won't manifest because your emotions are heavy right now. It need to have the happy hormone release. So because the subconscious mind is more open when you are relaxed, the resistance gets clears up and your doubts become clear quieter when you are relaxed in relaxed states. This is also similar to alpha brainwave states, meditation states, and hypnotherapy principles. But this isn't in random spiritual, it connects to the neuroscience of the world. So yeah, this book heavily contains affirmations and mental programming. Like I'm attracting success effortlessly, I'm worthy abundance, my life is unfolding perfectly. You must have seen them on Pinterest or stuff. That type of visual affirmation. I really like the affirmations that I have given. Like now here on the random page I opened, like I'm now realizing my past. I'm now dissolving all negative limiting beliefs. I now forgive and release everyone in my life. I don't have to please others. I am naturally lovable and likable no matter what I do. I now let go of all accumulated guilt, fears, resentment, disappointments, and grudges. I am free and clear. It's more there, but yeah, you should read this book. Hmm. So yeah, she also talks about money and abundance. Like if you believe that money is evil, hard to earn, only for lucky, then your brain sabotages the wealth. There is a powerful person inside of you who is who is deserving of wealth, handling power, and being visible. So yeah, this book also talks about self-worth and deservingness. This isn't mystical, but this is behavior. If you feel unworthy, you undercharge, you avoid opportunities, you procrastinate, you feel small. And visualization isn't about just a magic, but it's also about being the version you want to act and taking the actions in about the daily. It's and also a balance between effort and flow. Like this book does not say you that sit on the bed and imagine money will flow, there would be a rain of money. It says you visualize, align, and act. Action must follow clarity. Always remember that in the word manifestation, action what comes. So yeah, without action, manifestation does not happen. So yeah, there is a practical section in this book how to apply it. Like first step is get clear about your ideal career, your ideal income goal, your impact. Create a mental scenes about that. How you gonna take actions? How you gonna feel it daily and take actions, hoping for the right. And if something you visualize so much and it's not happening, just understand you are deserving of much greater thing in your life. It's great. And the pros, so yeah, I hope you got the core idea what this book is all about. So yeah, now let's talk about the pros and cons of this book. Pros are it's easy to read, it's practical exercises, emotionally empowering, great for beginners. Great for beginners, I would say. Yeah, it's very easy to read, but if you have interest in this field, don't only start this book. Encourages self-awareness. Cons of this book can feel more repetitive, lacks scientific depth at all. This book has no scientific, in my opinion. If you're talking about these topics and stuff, you need to have scientific background. This is not any this book does not have that proper structure that I'm seeing right now in the our recent times depth. But yeah, some concept must feel mystical to this time. But yeah, final rating for me, it would be an 6 on 10 for this book. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, it's not complicated, but still, I would rate this 6 or 10. It could have been more better, but saying that this book is written in 1970s, yeah, it's okay by that time. But yeah, so yeah, visualize your ideal self and take action to be that version. So yeah, okay, goodbye.